Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tales of Three, your favorite all-queer D&D-based podcast. My name is Dusty, my pronouns are they, she, and I play Ivy Nightbreeze Tinkerfay, whose pronouns are she, her, and we're on the way back to Fellismore, and nothing can go wrong.
Nothing will go wrong. Hello, everyone. My name is Ariana. My pronouns are she, her. I play Elara Spindlespark, whose pronouns are also she, her. And I'm excited to take back over the GM seat for an undetermined amount of time. So that is pretty exciting.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wayra. My pronouns are she, they, and I play Varys' pronouns are he, they. I'm excited to head back to Fellismore for more adventures, perhaps, and to face an angry queen. Angry queen that I'm not at all nervous about.
An angry queen.
My queen. Just not my queen.
Hashtag not my queen.
Hashtag.
On a shirt.
On a shirt. A note regarding content warnings. This campaign is a dark fantasy that deals consistently with topics of body horror, complicated relationship dynamics, emotional distress, fantasy violence, gore, mechanized spiders, mental health and illness, profanity, and romantic and sexual relationships. A full list of episode-specific content warnings can always be found in the show notes of each episode. Last time, our adventurers made it back to town, but just before that, Isha turned back into Ivy, and before that, Ivy had another experience in the forest. She awoke on her bed crying out in pain as the pink magic flowed out of her hand and fought to overcome her navy blue mist. She tried to run to no avail, so then she tried to heal, but she could barely cast. Lastly, she tried to focus on the magic, willing it to settle, and she watched her blue mist and this new pink magical signature begin to coexist. Once the pain subsided, she laid down on the snowy forest floor, and we watched as some of the snow began to melt. Back in the town, our adventurers saw that not only did the townspeople tear down the statue praising the hag, but by morning they had erected a statue of their new patron deity. It was Ivy. Elara and Ivy were sent to the healer, and our trio said some sad goodbyes to Tice, Rayla, and Novik. They promised to keep in touch, and we watched as this new trio of exiled on-the-run guards headed off to Stillwater to find Rayla's brothers and a cure for Tice's hag curse. Tuo headed back towards the Unseelie, but stopped to camp once night was upon them, and Elara once again made a very bad attempt at getting Ivy to open up about her feelings regarding all the terrible things that have been happening to them. This led to some banter, which allowed Ivy and Elara to deflect talking about their own feelings, and somehow led to Elara showing Varys the room inside her pockets of holding. And we learned that said room was in Varys' apartment back in Elisora. And we pick up now with Tuo and probably Uo, shocked and in disbelief.
How do you even know about this room?
Because you two used to fuck?
She's like, Ivy.
What? There's insurmountable evidence of the fact that you two used to fuck. I don't know what to tell you. How else would she have access to this room?
Does that go back to Elisora?
Do you want to say?
I think she looks like she's about to start crying. And then she, laughs. Have we had a way home this whole time? Also, how is the world not exploding?
I have a feeling that if we want to go in here, your jacket would need to stay behind. It's the only thing.
Well, so we can't all go in.
I mean, you could leave your jacket hanging on a tree in the depths of the forest.
I know, but what if someone came and took it?
How are they going to know? Or we could bury it. But do you really want to be without your jacket?
No, I mean just to go in and look.
Oh.
It will be a few seconds. It's all right.
Pia can guard the jacket. She can sleep on it.
Okay. She takes Norman out to alert if anything comes by.
Yeah, I'll have Ivy will have Bia lay on the jacket in a way that the pockets are still accessible.
Mm-hmm.
But it just looks like a pseudo dragon curling up on somebody's jacket. And she dives head first. No kidding. And she goes into the
head
pocket.
first into Elara's shit.
Yeah.
Varys will take the portraits with him, and he'll go in as well.
Elara goes in last.
As soon as you get in, he immediately goes over to the trunk at the edge of the bed and pops open the hidden compartment and puts the portraits back and hides them again.
She grabs the blanket and she's like, "Here, sorry, I was
Oh no, it's all right."
Okay.
The blanket is green, right?
Yeah, I want a sleight of hand though and try to hide her pajamas because she left them on the bed.
Ivy is going to make a perception check. Is your perception against? It's my perception against your sleight of hand.
I have a high sleight of hand, so if I roll
have a high
decent,
perception.
I know. Please, 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 please. 19 plus 8, 27.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So as she like holds out the blanket, she like sits down on the bed and like tucks her pajamas underneath the actual like cover that's on the bed.
So the room is dark right now, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll say we lit a light, like something so we could see.
Okay. He walks over towards the door and puts a hand on something.
Be careful.
And the ceiling, you watch as like one by one these different colored stained glass looking crystals begin to light up, emitting dim light, and then they unfurl from their containment and they just kind of haphazardly float suspended in the air around the room.
Aw.
Illuminating it properly. Sorry, what?
A lot of stuff is trapped, but it kind of makes sense now because she just like points at you.
Yes, this is my very secret room.
She smiles.
Where I keep things that I don't want people to find.
I stole a bunch of stuff too.
He waves a hand. What did you steal?
Well, I was giving it back to you if we are actually thinking this through. She hands back the journal, the potions that she took, the pill case.
Oh God! When you hand him the pill case, he very quickly puts it in the. He looks like surprised, and then disturbed, and he puts them in the side drawer very quickly and shuts it. This is all right. He like rubs his hands on the sides of his pants. They're shaking.
As much as I want to ask what those pills are,
no.
I'm also want to ask about why this blanket is Elara's favorite color. She's holding up the blanket.
Okay, so it's obviously very clear
that you two used to fuck.
Ivy.
He rubs his face as Ivy, you're not helping.
What could help in this situation? I'm so sorry. What specifically could help in this situation right now?
Kill me.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Damn it.
Any other suggestions?
I don't know. But anyway, he walks over to the door and he kind of listens against it very quietly.
Make a perception check.
Make a perception check. It's pretty good. 21. Doesn't hear anything. So he walks over to the side and he puts a hand on another switch. And then he watches like this little compartment opens up in the door itself and a handle is accessible. And he just kind of slides the door into the wall and it opens up. You're immediately hit with like warm, fresh air. And you distantly hear the sound of birds chirping. You hear very, very faintly, you hear people talking. And Varys will step aside and gesture for you to walk through.
She peeks her head out.
It's an apartment. It's a hallway. There's like dark, I would say like kind of like dark oak floorboards. The walls are kind of like almost a tealish color. There are paintings throughout the wall. There's some bookcases, some art pieces displayed as you walk. To your left is a doorway. There's a door. It's locked. There seems to be a closet. You think that might be the front entry. To the right, you keep walking a few paces and there's a kitchen, a decent sized one. There's a window at the very edge and you can kind of see trees swaying in the breeze. The rooftops of some other buildings.
Mm-hmm.
There's nice like backsplash tile. Like this kitchen is nice. It's a little more modern than what you're used to seeing. In Elara anyway. He walks out into the living room and you're met with a wide open space. There's a couch. There is a balcony in which a door slides open to let you walk outside and look down below. This is where you have heard the sound of people bustling. For if you look outside of this balcony, below you kind of see what looks to be the city center. There's a market. It's like a market square. There in the very center is a fountain. There are bookshelves lining everywhere. There are chairs set up in a reading nook. There are steps that lead up to what looks like an overhang, like a loft area. And then beyond that, there seems to continue to an actual other bedroom. The scene would be serene and like cozy, you would say. If the drawers weren't ripped out of the shelves, the couch wasn't overturned, the cushions everywhere and cut open. If the books were not thrown all over the place, the bookshelves themselves toppled to the side. Some of the glassware shattered. This place has been overturned and ransacked.
Well, I think Elara, she won't move then.
Yeah.
Because her thought was to go look out the window.
And he just kind of stands there and looks at the disaster that his apartment was left in. Yeah, I figured that this might be the case.
Is this compliments of the relented?
The resented? Yes, probably.
I'm sorry that they wrecked your place.
It's alright, it'll just take a few moments to clean up anyway. If I ever get it.
So I shouldn't go look out the window?
You can if you want to. Assume, though, that there would probably be eyes on this place and maybe not the best idea.
Hey, Varys, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. 12.
Great. You say that and then immediately drop to the floor as pain shoots across your head. You smell oleander.
No. I think he actually whispers no.
And that's all. You do take 4 points of psychic damage.
Are you okay? She goes down on the floor with you.
I think he looks towards the window, or towards the balcony. And he shakes his head, like, we need to go.
She helps you up.
Thank you.
Ivy helps too.
Thank you. We need to go now, though. We can't stay here.
Go back into the room? Can you retrap it?
Mm-hmm. As soon as the door is slid shut, he flicks the switch again. His handle disappears, and he turns off the light switch. I think he knows that I've returned to the plane momentarily.
Well, get out then.
After you.
I think as the three of us are going through, you hear people start to thunder up the stairs towards the apartment.
Fuck. Yeah, he's hurry.
The Ivy jumps through.
She gives a glance around the room, her little secret place is ruined.
No.
Then she climbs out. Back in the forest.
Back in the Feywild.
I think they startle Bia as they jump out. She squawks.
Aw.
Well, wild.
So we have a way home, but we can't leave that room.
I mean,
you two come.
We could make a run for it. But again, you'd be leaving your jacket behind.
Yeah, and we'd be leaving Varys behind, but also
no, I mean, Varys would come with us. We would just make a run for it.
Yeah, but also they were at the stairs in a minute, not even, so it doesn't sound very safe.
Varys is pacing.
They can't get in there, right?
He shakes his head no, since they couldn't. They won't even be able to detect it.
So it sounds like you can go into the room. It's just once the door opens, we've got a timer, essentially.
Elara has 1,000 things she wants to say and ask, but is not saying anything.
I think if this is really the way that we want to go, we can make a plan for it.
Well, I guess, if we left my jacket behind, I could get another jacket. I don't want to, but if we are in dire danger,
it's an idea.
We have an escape route, except apparently when we get there, we're also being attacked by other stuff anyway, so... But if Titania tries to lock you away in the tower, we could just send you out in Elisora.
You would also have to leave.
Well, you could live...
immediately.
No, you could live in the tower. You could live in the tower, and then we would go back to Elisora, and you could keep the jacket. You would have a double life in Elisora, and no one would even know. And then we would just work on a way to get you out for real.
Right. Well, we can hash this out probably when we've all had sleep. Because I'm not going to lie, I have a wicked migraine.
Tell me about it.
Whatever the fuck I did, and then apparently passed out for hours.
Hours.
What was that?
Really don't know.
It was really powerful, whatever it was.
Right, which is weird. It felt like... Have you ever shaken one of those fizzy drinks or beer? And it just comes out no matter how you put your hand over it or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. But it hurt.
Do you remember what you were feeling when it happened, or is it all a blur?
I wanted the charms to stop.
Can you really want us to go back to Elisora right now? Or you know what, maybe you should rest first and let your migraine go away. But maybe if you think and want something really, really hard, you can just make it happen.
Maybe?
Well, because you made the charm stop.
Right, but that's not the same as ripping open a portal.
True.
And I don't know if it was me specifically or if I just channeled her energy back at her.
Well, I don't know any charm magic. Because I was going to say we could try to like replicate it and see if you can do it again, you know?
Right. I also don't know any charm magic.
Well, you know how to uncharm. You know how to be uncharming, which kind of suits, honestly.
You don't
What?
think I'm charming?
Well, not all the time, but like it's one of your charms is being not charming, actually.
Right. So I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
I don't think I'm sleeping, to be honest.
Well, you need to.
You should try.
Even if it's just for a couple hours. I can put you to sleep if you would like. She's smiling.
Sure.
She picks up a large stick.
No.
So that will take forever. Fuck that.
All you have to do is just stand there.
And give you permanent damage on the way.
All right. Well, is there anything else?
Well, yeah, but what does it matter? We need to rest because we need to be on the road.
Perhaps we can talk later.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He walks towards the tent.
good night.
Good night.
And Ivy goes to her tent. She scoops up Bia and goes to the tent.
Elara sits down and she's going to take watch, I guess.
Okay, what happens next, DM?
So Elara's going to make a perception check. Ooh, for a 12 on the die. That's not really great. Yeah, Elara doesn't see anything. She's got Pearl out. This is the first time in a long time that they've done single watches.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got Pearl and she's got Norman. And she's sitting with her back to the fire like she was taught to do by Varys. And I think because her brain is all muddled and confused, she's going to go back to cataloging her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she sees those gems that she never cast detect magic on, I think I'm finally going to cast detect magic, but she'll do it ritually, so she's not going to burn a slot. So for 10 minutes, she fiddles with her goggles, and then I would like to cast detect magic on the 3 gems that I picked up in the mushroom forest.
Which one do you want to look at first? You currently have one that's palm sized and has 3 distinct colors in it. It's got a pink glitter, a purple misty kind of color, and then a smoky black and green.
Okay.
You've got one that's just the pink glitter, and then another one that is just the purple mist. That one is jagged, and it's a little bit bigger than a vial.
I guess if she picked up the multicolored one first, I don't think it really matters because she's never seen gems like this before. So she's got really nothing to go on other than they're pretty.
They're pretty.
Mm-hmm. So she picks up the multicolored one and looks at it, flips her goggles down.
Yeah. So you flip down your goggles, you cast detect magic, and immediately you get just error.
Okay.
The whole thing is error. You look at the other 2, error.
Okay. So if she looks at something that's not magical, it just doesn't, it'll come up that's like there's no magic detected. And then if there is magic, it'll say like whatever type of magic. So she's never gotten error before. She got error.
She did.
When she looked at Ivy.
She did.
When they first met. So this is also something that her goggles cannot detect.
Yep.
But it's magical because it's detecting something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's kind of annoyed.
Yeah.
She was hoping for like a distraction, but this is just like no information. If she like holds them, can she like feel the magic? Like, does she get a vibe?
I've got the magic in me.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Varys comes out and she's got her eyes closed and she's holding these 2 stones with her goggles down.
Oh.
Oh my god. No, that's a 4 plus 7 is 11.
Yeah. I mean, I think you just like, because of the fact that your goggles are like error, you
I know
think.
That I can feel it.
Yeah, you think you can feel it.
Cool.
But you also, in your analytical mind, aren't 100% sure if it's just like one of those things.
Placebo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right. She's leaning into it. She's like, I feel the magic. Yeah. I guess that's what she's, yeah. Okay.
It's funny that you joke about Varys coming out to see you're holding crystals because I don't think that boy can sleep.
Fair.
Why not?
Yeah.
Everyone's had such a normal day.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that as Elara is like on watch, she hears shuffling a lot, but it's only coming from Varys' tent,
Okay.
like tossing and turning. And then eventually she just hears him sigh and the tent opens.
She's holding up she's sitting cross-legged, but like crisscross, but like loosely, like her legs are kind of spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
And she's got her back to their tents, I think, right, with her back to the fire. And she's holding the gems out in front of her. And she goes, "The gems told me you were coming out here." By the way, he has no idea what even gems I think she's talking about.
It's like, hello?
What gems?
She opens her palms and like turns to face you. I found these gems when we were running through the mushroom forest, when we were trying to find you like 1,000,000 years ago. No better time like the present to try to identify them. But and she hands you her goggles.
He takes them, puts them on, has a look at them.
It just says error undetectable.
Do you often get error messages on your goggles? And he hands them back.
Only when I look at Ivy sometimes with magic goggles on.
So, Varys, as you look at these gems, you do actually get like a ping of recognition with the purple mist.
I think he comes over, says, "Do you mind if I join you?"
No. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna sit down. He looks at the gems a little closer, says, "You know, I think I recognize the purple one, which is strange if you found them here.
In a mushroom forest?
There's a lot more of these specific ones in Eldridge Vale.
In Elara?
Massive, some of them are. Yeah.
That's weird.
'Tis, right?
Are you sure it's the same ones?
Fairly certain.
Well, maybe, they could be found in both places, I guess.
But why? What's the commonality between the two, I suppose, is the question, right?
Well, there's regular gems found here and in Elara, but these are magical. Like, very. Can't you feel it? You have to, like, focus on the energy.
I'm making an Arcana check.
You can also cast Detect Magic, and I think
I could.
Because yours is real, you should be able to tell.
I could definitely do that, but he's playing along.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you can 100% sense the magic. These are magic. Do you think in your studies that you would have learned about gems made from pure magic?
Yes.
That's what this is. This is like physical embodiment of an incredibly magical moment that happened.
Ooh.
He's going to take his spellbook out from its holster, and he's going to cast Detect Magic on it.
Ooh.
Does he do it with a flourish?
No, just a tired. Reveal your secrets, please. It's almost kind of sad because usually when he performs magic, he loves it.
Yeah.
Lights up his world. There is no light in his eyes for you to cast this Detect Magic. There's no lighting up.
He's so tired.
Elara looks sad.
Only defeat.
And I think at first you get the same thing. You sort of get this it doesn't say error in front of you, right? I think you have a hard time actually focusing on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then a pattern recognition sparks. And it feels like what happened when you made your earring.
Ooh. It's all coming full circle.
I think that he's like thinking, he looks surprised, and then he kind of like holds his hand and says, "Do you mind if I hold that for a moment?"
I thought you already were holding it.
Okay, well,
maybe I'm just really tired.
You're both really tired. You're both holding it together.
Yeah, we're both holding it together.
Yeah, we're holding hands, holding the gem. Yeah, he kind of like turns it over. He's like, "I do sense the magic, very strongly, in fact. Gems like these I've read about before.
Mm-hmm.
They are only ever formed in a moment of intense, pure, raw magic.
Okay.
Sometimes they're formed naturally. Other times it is from a powerful spell or a collision of energies. Many causes for them. This one in particular, though, I cast Detect Magic on it, and I don't know what kind of magic it is. There's no school to pinpoint it to, so it's not like necromancy, per se, or divination, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It just is magic, and I get this feeling from it. It's so bizarre. I get a feeling of overwhelming power that I felt only one other time, when I made this earring.
Hmm.
It was so quick, and then it was gone.
Well, maybe the gem in your earring is really magical. I mean, we did find them. No?
It wasn't.
Okay.
Not before. Then he leans over, tilting his head, and just unclasps the earring to hold it in his hand and examine it a little closer. And I think that's when he realizes that it's broken. Like something is wrong with the runes. He realizes how Aurelius found him in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's no longer giving off any sort of magic. As you look at it and have that realization, you see that the crack ran through one of the runes that you carved into it. And then you have this thought that's like, it must have cracked when you were holding up the portal open. And all that magic that you used had to have come from somewhere.
So he inadvertently channeled it from the earring?
Possibly. I don't think that you can be really sure exactly, but like you said, you know that you are no longer hidden from Aurelius. And that's how he knew you were in the Fae. And that's how he knew you were in the apartment earlier this evening.
Okay, I think that this look of realization kind of washes over his face as he's thinking about these things. He just sighs and curses under his breath.
What's wrong?
I noticed that the earring is broken. And the magic that it was protecting me and hiding me from them, it's not working anymore.
She leans in and looks at it. Can we fix it?
I'm not sure, but I'd like to try. When I made it back in Osram, it was strange. It seems like so long ago now that I'm questioning my memory.
Well, what do you remember?
I felt this sort of wave of magic wash over me. It was strong, like how it felt when we stood next to the portal in Grimford, at that nexus point where the ley lines crossed over, and I swear I heard a voice.
A voice?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it felt familiar.
Well, what did it say?
He takes a moment to think about it. I don't recall exactly, but it was a feminine voice, and they called me Fate Breaker, or something like that. It was very strange.
She looks at you kind of confused and nods, and she'll take the gems back from you.
Yeah, he hands them back to her.
More mysteries for the mystery pile.
He just nods, kind of sighing a bit.
Well, maybe it'll happen again if you try to make it again, you know?
You could be right. Maybe I'll try again when we get back.
Well, if you need help, I know a really good rune carver. She smiles.
He kind of laughs and nods. I may take you up on that.
We should tell Ivy about your earring too, and ask her about the gems tomorrow, and she'll put them back in her pockets.
I think that's a good idea.
You know, this is not your watch time, technically.
He nods. I know. They'd be laying
sleep
in that tent anyway. So.
Fair. So I guess we should probably talk about more than just gem stuff.
He nods. Yeah, you're probably right. And he'll sit and he'll turn to look at you.
I was planning to kind of say something and apologize about, well, some of the things that I said when I was in and out of consciousness, but also hope that you maybe feel a little bit better because you're not losing your mind or making things up. It wasn't just the night we met in Palebrook. I do kind of remember that night that we met on the bridge back in Elara when you were Carowin. And besides, I think if there were any question of us not remembering that we knew each other, better than, just passing friends, tonight kind of proved that. And she gestures to her pockets.
I think that he just lets out a shaky breath and he nods. Says, thank the gods for that. I thought I was losing my mind, even more than I already am. And if I was losing my mind to that degree, there's no question I would have had to leave this group.
Why?
If my mind was making up scenarios that said you and I were together, that is an obsession, Elara, that is not healthy. And I would need to distance myself from that for my sake and for yours.
She nods. Well, I'm sorry that I didn't tell you right away. When you told me everything, and you said specifically, that about the night on the bridge, I was really overwhelmed because, Varys, I thought it was a dream. I only remember a flash of it, and I thought I made it up. I was convinced that it was just a stupid, silly fantasy. So when you told me that you remembered it too, I freaked out, and I needed a second to process it, and not with you right there. And then things just kept on happening, and it never felt like the right time for us to talk about it. And then I got stabbed like 1,000 times, and, well, I guess when you were carrying me back and I was in and out, my brain was like, hey, you need to say this, which was probably not the best time.
I didn't know that there was ever going to be a good time for that, but I appreciated hearing it regardless. I am losing my mind, but not in that way, which is comforting to hear. And I'm sorry that I had considered keeping it to myself a little longer till I had as much sorted out as I possibly could. But instead, I just dumped it on you, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
No, it's like you just said, there was no right time, and we both could always have made excuses to say that it wasn't the right time. And so it was very brave of you to tell me, because I probably wouldn't have been as brave. But she shakes her head and just kind of looks out into the darkness. Why can't I remember? And why do you remember more? I remember us meeting in Palebrook, all of it, I'm pretty sure, and then just a flash of us on that bridge.
I don't know why you don't remember. There's more memories that I can recall. They're not complete, they're only pieces really. But from what I can remember, whatever we were in the past, it was not just friends, Elara. There was an intimacy there that is not conducive to friendship. I mean, just that pocket room alone tells me that there was more. He's stumbling over his words, and he's thinking, I never even told my sister or Aurelius about that. They don't know that exists. That was a space for me to be safe and comfortable and to hide out when things went bad.
She leans a little bit closer to you and whispers, because she does not want Ivy to hear. Varys, my pajamas are in your room.
He looks at you. So you stayed the night?
I mean, I like to wear pajamas, they're comfy, but do you speak Goblin?
No, not very well. I recall starting to learn it, but I sort of abandoned it because I couldn't remember why.
She reaches into her pocket and takes out the little book, and she hands it to you. My dad speaks Goblin, and you were learning it.
He flips through it.
He also speaks Common, but,
Sometimes it's nice to speak in your own native language.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a little more sense. There must have been a reason why we had to forget.
Or someone made us forget? Is that possible?
Yes, that's possible. But the question is who? Because the only other person I could think of to fuck with memories is the person who erased some of the ones that I have, or that I'm just getting back.
Aurelius?
Right, which means he knows about you. That is not good.
Wouldn't he just kill me?
Over my dead body.
She smiles.
Well, that's what I would assume. I mean, he is dangerous and easily made jealous. I cannot think of a reason why he would want you alive. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, maybe you stopped him. Maybe that's why you left. Maybe... And then she shakes her head because she's thinking some fantastical, maybe we were in love and we were going to run away, but she's not going to say that at all. So she stops saying whatever she was going to say, and she shakes her head. I'm glad you got away, though. Whatever happened.
Me too, for the most part. Sometimes I miss it, of course, but sometimes I miss them, which is ridiculous. But
she shrugs. Can't help who you love, I guess.
No kidding.
Well, maybe we can try to figure stuff out together,
Yeah, I would like that. Wonder what else we're missing.
She shrugs. I don't know. I mean, there's parts of my past that seem fuzzy sometimes. Like if I try to think about something, but I always just kind of chalked it up to bad memory or, misremembering or, but I'm gonna try to focus on those things, and maybe I'll get like a jolt of something. I don't have any information to give. I I don't remember.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Maybe you can tell me some stuff that you remember and it'll jog my memory or something.
Sure.
You're not gonna go back to bed?
No. I don't think there's too much on my mind. Sleep is certainly not in my immediate future.
I guess we'll just wait for Ivy to wake up then.
Not. I'm glad we're talking again.
She smiles.
I missed you.
She smiles and blushes. I missed you too. We're gonna figure it out.
I hope so.
I think she'll lean her head on your shoulder, just like
And
let out a deep sigh, exhale.
he's gonna put his head on yours
And
and take
maybe-
watch with you.
Yeah, maybe he'll tell her some memories.
Yeah. He'll share a couple little things that he remembers.
Yay!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the mid-break ads. Dusty here, just reminding you that if you like our podcast, please leave a 5-star review, tell us what you like about it, etc. It goes a long way for us small creators. And now, here's a message from Big Campaign Podcast.
Hey you! Do you want to step into mayhem, chaos, and experience the dystopian future of corporate oligarchs while riding around a futuristic technopunk city? Come join us over at Big Campaign Pod, where we'll keep a bacon pie and ultra-processed Soylent Burger warm for you. Our homebrew world of fast cars, eldritch abominations, and privatized gang activity has been running for 20 years thanks to all the knuckleheads we have. If you want to help us build this world and keep this story going, join us on our Discord or check out our website, bigcampaign.com, where you can listen to us or on any place you find your podcasts. Thanks. All right. Bye.
Elara goes back into her tent, and Varys, it is your watch. You don't need to roll. It's uneventful.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
I think that he is going to keep an eye out on things and just think
Think his thoughts.
his thoughts and go over that fight over and over and over again in his head and everything that went wrong with it. I don't really think that he knows what to think about Alara's pockets connecting to his old house, essentially a secret room that he didn't tell anyone about, and finding things that belong to her in there as well. So before, he knew that they were close, or they had to have been, but I think this kind of re-solidifies or shows him just how close they really were. And the fact that he can't remember it all and she can't remember pretty much anything is disturbing to him.
So your watch passes uneventfully, quiet, other than, the regular kind of nighttime forest sounds that you would normally hear. And after not too long, it's time to wake up Ivy for her watch.
Trying to debate if he would wake her up at this point. No, I think he's going to let her sleep as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so about an hour later, she peeks her head out of the tent, looking at him. Is it not, am I hallucinating time, or is it not my turn?
I'm sorry, did you just say, is it not your hallucinating time? Is that what you just...
She's going to squint her eyes at you and she goes, go to bed.
No, but you're welcome to join me if you want. I was going to let you sleep more, but I'm now realizing that you only need 4 hours to trance, so...
I need 4 hours and then 4 hours of just laying and contemplating my existence.
Don't we all?
She'll get out of the tent and go over and sit next to you.
I think it's certainly quiet for a little bit. He just scoots over and lets you take a seat near him.
Ivy won't offer up anything. She'll just be there.
Yeah.
So you both sit there, quiet, silence, making small talk. Again, it's mostly just the regular sounds of the forest. You'll hear a an animal walk by every once in a while that's like bigger than just the regular like critters. But nothing alarming. It's kind of peaceful, I think, for the first time in quite some time, until you start to hear this almost like crackling sound. And then you start to feel a little bit of like a rumble of the ground as maybe like 50 feet away from you into the clearing. And I think you're both familiar with seeing a portal start to rip open in the space in front of you, about 50 feet in front of you.
A portal?
A portal.
Okay. Sonya's coming for me.
Oh boy, she impatient. She's like, nah, I'm not waiting.
As soon as Ivy sees a portal, she like immediately like stands up.
Okay. Varys?
Yeah, he's gonna go. He's like, Elara. He like goes over to her tent in a hurry.
You start to hear like muffled sound as she starts to get up. And then essentially in a flash, this portal rips open and spits out a figure standing at about 5'10", dressed all in black leathers, hood up, and almost like a scarf covering the lower half of their face, and begin walking towards you. The portal snaps out of existence behind them.
I'm a step in front of Ivy.
I think Ivy is going to do that thing she does sometimes where she prepares a spell and it like the magic starts to coalesce around her fingertips, and she's going to prepare ice knife, I think.
Okay.
So whoever is able to watch, and I think Varys, you hear like the telltale of her ice start to crack around her hands as the navy mist forms the spell.
Yeah. And Elara, I think at this point is just like stepping out of the tent, and she will also see the figure. They walk closer at a very quick and steady pace, and Ivy, as she comes closer, I think before you recognize her features because of just the distance, you recognize the distinct walk of your mother.
Mom?
And she brings her hood down and approaches the three of you.
Varys will step back now that he knows that it's Vassell, but not too far back, just in case.
Yeah. Ivy dispels the ice knife.
Elara is like rubbing her eyes, just like, what? What is happening?
What now?
Can I just get a night's sleep?
One night. I think as Vassell starts to walk closer, I want Ivy to make an insight check just in case. I believe she's more like, just in case it's not Vassell, because it's the Feywild and somebody just ripped through a portal, and that's not like her mother at all.
That's so valid.
We also just dealt with several doppelganger corruption, so.
Is that going to be an insight? That'll be an insight, right?
If you're going for her energy, it would be insight. If you're going for her physical appearance, it would be perception.
I think her energy, as much as like I'm better at perception, I just think it's not as easy to duplicate Vassell's aura.
Correct. Yeah.
13.
That's not so great.
It's not. I think the feeling that we had earlier where Ivy's just emotionally done is carrying over right now.
I think that you believe that it is your mom. The way that she's walking.
Yeah.
Her facial expression hiding any concern. She has this kind of focused intensity as she walks towards you, is a stare that you are familiar with of your mother. The coldness that she exudes in general is something that is familiar to you. So with a 13, you can take that as however you would like. You do believe that it's your mom.
Okay. So yeah, Ivy, she was a little bit tense. I think she drops the tenseness and she's like, that's my mother. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I would like to do an insight check.
Yeah.
Just not that I'm much bet 13 as well.
And I was going to say your DC is going to be higher because you don't really know her.
Yeah.
You would be going more off of like just something feel off. And it kind of just looks like a cold, almost uncaring
indifference
on her face that you remember from when you saw her, the last time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that the 13 quells your suspicion.
No.
Yeah, I think what it did for Ivy was confirm that she feels comfortable, and I think it did the opposite for you.
I think his eyes narrow a little bit, and he just steps a little closer to Ivy again. Like he's not sure what he's doing.
Yeah. I think for shits and giggles, I'm going to have Elara go the opposite way and make a perception check.
Oh,
Okay.
do it.
19.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh!
Get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go, Elara.
Alara's like, I know Ivy enough to know if this is the mother of Ivy.
No, I do think though that the angle that Elara comes out of the tent of is like perpendicular. You guys are facing Vassell, right, head on, and Elara is viewing from the side. Vassell does have a pack on her, that like crossbody pack that slings, over. She does see poking their little head out is Alfie, the robot.
Oh, she took Alfie.
She's not even thinking that this couldn't be, because that's not how her brain operates.
Yeah.
On suspicion like that. But she sees Alfie and she's like, oh, it's Vassell. Like, I think that's what, But Elara does come to stand with the two of you, and Vassell approaches, takes her hood down, and when she takes the hood down, the little kind of face covering falls away from her face. As Vassell walks up, she takes her hood down, she puts her finger to her lips before you say anything, and she has a piece of parchment, and she hands it to you, Ivy.
Okay, I read it.
It says, where is the stone?
Oh, it's in Alara's pocket.
Shh.
She can't hear us.
She cannot hear.
No, not when it's in Alara's pockets.
My pockets are soundproof, so it's like a pocket plane.
Mm-hmm.
And Vassell nods. And she looks like visibly relieved, and then turns her full attention back to you, Ivy. And she just like looks you over, kind of like checking to see if you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ivy, are you all right?
I'm fine. What are you doing here?
Sit down. We must talk. There is little time.
All right. And she sits back down on the log.
Elara will sit as well.
Varys will as well, but he's going to keep an active look around.
Okay. You want to
Just in
make a
case.
perception check?
Yeah, I just... she's here, so something's not right,
Yeah.
22.
Yeah. So other than I think the receding hum of magic that comes with like opening a portal, everything around you seems just as it was. The animals, I think, that probably spooked a little bit or got a little bit scared when the portal opened, have resumed their like, okay, back to normal nighttime business.
Back to beers.
Yeah. Vassell doesn't sit down. She kind of like sits back on her haunch, like she squats down, right? And sits like
Okay.
in that kind of position. She takes the crossbody bag off, and Alfie hops out and just, hello, Ivy.
Alfie? What is going on?
Calculating. And Vassell just like taps him on the head and he stops. She goes into her bag and she takes out a scroll, like a piece of parchment that's kind of rolled up. And she goes, as much as I would love to hear about your adventures and tell you how much stress it has caused us all back at home with the Queen, I'm afraid there is no time for that. And she looks around, like checking her surroundings quickly. She wants you to come home.
Right? Are you going to bring me home? She's so confused.
I am going to bring you home if you wish to go home. I was sent here to take you back to the castle, but there is another place that you can go.
All right. Where am I going?
For now, until we can figure out what is best, you need to go deeper into the in-between.
She's even more confused.
It is the only place that I believe is safe until we can figure out a way to get you and your friends out of here. I do not even think Fellismore, the castle, is safe for you. Nemeth has never been this bold, never caused this much harm before. And the Queen, she shakes her head, and again, she looks around. Like, her eyes are like darting around the space.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah.
I got an 8.
I mean, I think you all are able to see she seems really nervous, and her eyes are darting around as if she's potentially looking for something, or like expecting something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's going to keep an eye out then.
Yeah, if at any time you want to make another perception check, just let me know.
Okay.
What changed?
She looks at you and just like sighs. Sometimes I think nothing changed, Ivy, and this is the way it has always been. We just ignored it and you were kept oblivious to it. And she starts like unfurling the parchment that she has in her hand.
I think she processes that for a minute. And I think you all like physically watch as she pushes it down, and she just nods. And she's like, all right, where are we going?
She looks down at the parchment, which is a map, and she says, deep in the in-between, there is a place. It is an island that is hidden. Not many people know about or speak of it. There is a person there. Theraz. They are the unnamed leader of the In-Between. They are the reason Titania and Nemeth leave the In-Between alone, and they are the reason neither of them will be able to reach you there. Elara like puts her like finger up to just like interject. Are they a god? No, but they are very old and very powerful. Powerful enough to keep the king and queen out of their territory, and Ivy, I believe Theraz may be able to give you answers, and perhaps even help with your wolf.
Isha.
She looks at you confused.
Apparently she named herself.
She can speak.
Apparently.
Very much so, yes.
Yes, well, then perhaps this is all the more right. This path. Is it getting harder to control?
I mean, she can talk now. She couldn't before, and she has thoughts and feelings.
She also can cast.
She shakes her head, literally like shaking off the disbelief. It does not matter, and it is not something that I understand anyway.
Ivy makes a face like you and me both.
The queen always thought it best to keep it from you, and I agreed. But I do not think that is the case anymore. You must find Theraz.
Wait, so you're saying there's been a way this whole time for me to understand, and it was kept from me?
She nods.
She thinks about it for a moment. I think the weight of what her mom is telling her, that this has been such a big thing, a life-altering thing, and it's been kept from her. I don't know why you all thought that I wasn't capable of taking care of myself. I don't know why, after everything that I've been through, you kept me in the dark. But I can take care of myself, and I think I've proven that.
She nods.
And it fucking sucks that it took me having to stand up for myself to prove that I can take care of myself, for her to finally understand that I'm not worth it. And I now that I can't go back, where am I going to go?
I think that while you're speaking and saying, expressing your feelings, you watch her face kind of, like her eyes go wide at some parts, and, there is some sort of like sorrow and like apology written there. But when you ask where you're going to go, you watch her kind of like zip back up right into the mother Vassell that you've always known.
Yeah.
She points to the map in front of you, and she points to a place. It says Stillwater Cove. It is the only place I know of that can get you where you need to go. Theraz's Island is a guarded secret. You will find most people will not know anything about it, but I am confident there is a way there from Stillwater.
We'll find it.
I hope, Ivy, that you will find your answers, and I hope above all else it will keep you safe.
I will do my best to be safe. Please do as well. I know what it means that you've done this for me.
She like puts the map in your hand and squeezes both of your hands. I cannot go with you.
I figured.
And she reaches into her pack and she takes out another scroll. I was given one scroll to get here, and she like waves the one in her hand, and one to get us back.
What will you tell her?
She kind of gives you like a nervous smile, which is very uncharacteristic for her. I will give her a version of the truth. And she kind of looks around again.
That's kind of sus. She's done that so many times. Is she waiting for something?
Do you want to make another insight check or a perception check, or?
I'll make a perception. No.
What'd you roll?
What are you rolling for? So it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. No, I definitely think Varys, being a suspicious person, has every right to be suspicious of the situation.
The whole thing is really suspicious. Also, he's so angry for Ivy right now. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Aww. But no, sadly your natural one doesn't give you anything more than that's sus.
Damn.
Does Ivy have any questions for her that she wants to ask?
She has many questions. I do think she has a lot of questions, but I also think she is she feels betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if she tries to delve into any questions, we don't have time, I think.
Okay.
Ivy now immediately is like, we need to leave like right now. Like right now. Why are you doing this?
Because we should have done this a long, long time ago. You need to be out of the reach of the monarchs.
Did something change?
For me, many things have changed. She like pats the top of your hand. It is no matter. We will discuss it when we see each other again.
She nods. I think that there's a moment of rare, intense vulnerability that crosses Ivy's face. And she goes, Did she decide I wasn't useful anymore?
My dear, I am sorry that I have allowed you to believe that the only reason you are around is because you are useful to her. The fate of the Unseelie rests on her shoulders. The decisions that she makes is for the good of an entirety of the people. And sometimes we get crushed under the good.
Is this you saving me from being crushed?
This is me letting you make a choice. If you go back to the Unseelie, you will continue to live the life you have always lived. If you go to the in-between, you have a chance to learn about who you are and what you can do. And once you have that knowledge, I pray you forgive us, but I also pray that you will stand on your own and make choices for yourself.
She nods, and quickly wipes away the few tears that have spilled over. And she takes the map, nods again. I love you. Please tell Dad I love him too.
And I love you. And then you hear Alfie. Message from Basil incoming. And then in Alfie's voice, it says, Dearest, she grows impatient. She is asking for an update. And Vassal stands up and dusts off her, wipes off her pants, even though there's nothing there, and kind of wipes her face. All right. And she takes both of your hands. She squeezes them. She looks like she's about to say something. And as she does, you all start to feel this static electricity ripple throughout the air.
Counterspell. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Fuck that.
With Ivy and Varys' passive perception, you start to see this inky, smoky, black and green smoke flowing across the ground about 100 feet away from where you guys are standing. And as it spreads out kind of slowly and then very quickly sucks into itself. And then in a poof of this smoke, you see a very tall, masculine figure, pale blue skin, tousled black hair that falls between his chin and shoulders with this shock of white in front. And he has a beard that also has this shock of white going through the beard on the left side. You hear Vassal audibly curse, and then she goes, Run. Varys, you recognize this person. This is the person that helped you out of the bone pit when you first came to the Feywild. After you had met Scout and RJ and you went through the teleportation and then you got spit out into a pit of bones, you had a conversation with him.
You wanted to scale him like a tree.
I sure did. Yeah.
Emanating the same energy that he did when you first met him, just as beautiful as you remember, starts almost gliding towards the four of you. So he starts walking towards you and he goes, Well, hello, Vassal. Didn't expect to see you out here. She doesn't respond. Ivy, you recognize this is King Nemeth in the flesh.
He's taller than I thought he would be.
He's taller than you thought he would be. And I take it back, before she says run, or I guess, do you guys run is my question. So let's start there.
I feel like it would be a thing where Ivy would be frozen for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Nemeth said, Vassal, I didn't expect to see you here, Ivy would grab Varys and Elara to see if Elara has her jacket on. Does Elara have her jacket on?
She does have her jacket on.
Okay.
Yeah.
She calls for Bia, and then she's like, fucking run.
Okay. So in the moment that you are frozen and Vassal sees that you haven't moved, she reaches into her pack, and Varys, she hands you a scroll of teleportation. She says, use the map, get out of here. And she turns to face him. Ivy, as you're saying run, she turns to face Nemeth. With her hand in her bag, she takes her hand and she throws it out. And as she throws it out, you watch out of her hand apparates hundreds of tiny darts that are tipped with this green color, and they start flying towards him. And Nemeth smiles as he sees these things coming towards him, and he waves his hand, and they all just drop to the ground. And he looks at Vassell, and he goes, "Kneel." And he's gonna cast command on her.
I don't like this. I don't like it.
Thanks so much for listening. We are grateful for the love and support.
If you're enjoying the show, please consider leaving us a 5-star review and tell your friends about us too. A like, subscribe, or share goes a long way for small creators like us.
If you want more Tales of 3, head over to our Patreon, where we have a ton of free bloopers and episode extras, as well as some paid tiers with even more perks.
Speaking of, we want to give a huge shout out to our Green Fiend Patreon supporters, Michael, Jen Bear, and Sang Luna.
Also, if you join the Red Rogues for $5 a month, you'll get access to RDCC, an after show where we deep dive into character motivations, player reactions, and give a glimpse at our creative process.
And with that, our story pauses here for today. Join us next time as we continue our adventures, and remember, it's never too late to start your own.
Bye!
Horn sounds. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
Pick one. What is it?
What time of day are we in?
Well, it could be different for anyone who's listening. I'm trying to be inclusive of all the time zones.
Fuck
Or
time
the
zones.
times people listen. What?
Fuck time zones.
Oh. I told Varys I started bleeping out the F's, and now they're just like, F this, F that, F your mom, F your dad.
You're taking away my freedom of speech, of course.
No,
Fuck
I'm
this.
just slightly, I'm just toning it down a little bit.
Aye.
The FCC is after us.
The FCC won't let me be.
So we're here to do comments, believe it or not. And would you believe me if I said these are the last 2 comments that we have to read? Because it's true.
This is terrifying. Our contract hangs in the balance.
We're dying.
I'm actively shredding the contract.
No, please don't. We need more.
No, leave us more comments. You sick freaks.
Yes. You-
On that note,
Leave us more comments, you filthy animals.
You sick freaks. I really like to see
I don't
that.
know if this is the proper way to entice people to comment by calling them sick freaks.
That's what
And
they like it. They like it.
Oh,
Did you ask them explicitly for the consent for that?
No, I'll pull this out. I'll put in the bloopers or something so they know it's a joke. Anyways,
new comment. Picow32 says, "Congrats on 2 years. Awesome job. I enjoy binging your stories on my long commute."
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad you enjoy binging our stories.
I would like to just give a little behind the scenes. I'm the one who screenshotted and sent that into our Discord server, and somebody immediately underneath went, "Picow!"
You also said Picow is back! Exclamation point. Because we got
very
so
excited to see it.
It's really fun to say your name. Picow!
Mhm.
Picow!
Thank you for being along with us on our journey.
Yay!
Yes.
And we have a really cool comment from a re-listener, a second-time listener, right?
A second timer.
A second timer, as they're called in modern day. I'm nodding. They're making faces.
Pourquoi?
Read it.
Oh, it's me. Episode 13, Ivy's Sixth Sense. Iris says, Ivy reminiscing about Beatrice while watching the sparring is devastating on a re-listen. The first time around, I didn't even catch the comment.
That's why you need to re-listen to episodes so that you pick up all the little things.
You know,
Yes.
you've made a good product, I suppose, a good media, when you can listen to it over and over again and still find new things.
Yes.
So that's a huge compliment. Thank you.
Did you just toot our horn?
We are very horny tonight, so lots of horns to be tooted.
Toot toot. Comments ending. Please leave more. We love you and we appreciate all the comments.
Yes.
And if you don't leave more, we're gonna start leaving our own, and it's gonna go nowhere fast.
If you do not leave more, we will wither away, please.
We will, like fairies.
We're like fairies.
You have to believe in us.
We need attention to exist,
If
please.
you don't believe in us, we die.
Please. Look, we're fading away. Help us. Help us. Help us.
And she's out the door.
Okay, bye. Also, how is the world not exploding?
The Impala has come to take your thoughts. You're treading too close to a truth that the Impala cannot simply have you know.
Let me get my drawing of the room up so I can see where it is.
I did not think that this was going to happen today.
Me either.
And yet,
well, I can't fathom her not telling them. You know what I mean? Like, I know that she wanted to keep it a little bit a secret for herself, but like, she also wouldn't go out of her way to hide the information, you know?
Yeah.
Elara gives like a car.
she gives a car. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. That's very generous of you.
I know.
What was the thing that you wanted to apologize to us for?
Nothing. It didn't even happen yet.
Oh God.
Yet.
Make it happen.
Is it going to happen now?
Not right this second.
Rude.
Alara's going to make a perception check.
That was crazy, guys.
Yeah.
That was crazy. We should take a break. It's been an hour and 25 minutes also.
We should, actually.
And I have to pee.
And I need a drink. Because of the fact that your gloggles.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
My gloggles.
I've got the magic in me.
Every time I touch this gem, it turns into gold. Yes. I wish she had like levitate or something. She doesn't have anything she could do. She's not going to waste a second level spell slot to cast blur on herself. So she gets all like, ooh. She thinks about it though, but she's like, probably not.
Sorry, I was trying to decide if I really wanted to hash out you've got the magic in you. You've got the magic in you. Every time you touch that gem, it turns into thoughts.
Thoughts? Thoughts or thoughts?
Thoughts, not thoughts. Thoughts. Yeah.
Unless, we were both really unhealthy and we're like, let me show you my... It's like they're stopping to rev right in front of my window.
Yeah, no. That's what it sounds like.
I'm actually a mechanic and I work in a car lot, and that's why there's always so much noise.
You know what?
That
I
would
knew
make
it.
sense.
Honestly.
Yeah. That's my secret.
I knew that we had definitely talked again after that night.
That we met.
Right.
Well, obviously, I mean,
yeah.
Unless we were like really unhealthy and you were like, hey, girl, I just met. Let me show you my secret room that I've never showed anyone else before in my life.
No. Definitely not.
There is a place deep in the car driving by my house. Haunts me. Sorry, I'm waiting for a plane to go by.
Planes, trains, and automobiles over at Ari's place today.
For real.
Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
I just realized that Dusty has not heard, because I have not edited, the Basil and Vassell scene.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
So
Dusty,
I was going to
you're
surprise
cry.
you with it, but
You're
I haven't
gonna cry.
edited it yet. So I'm not going to tell you anything. You and Ivy are in the dark right now.
Yeah, very much so.
You're going to be so upset.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not in a bad...
I know, yeah. Like in a
Just like in a... This is
My heart
sad
way.
and tragic. My
Yeah.
heart.